Okay, so, everyone's talking about AI in education. Like, can it really help students do better in school? Well, we found this new study, and it's super interesting. It's from Los Angeles Pacific University.
Yeah, Los Angeles Pacific University, or LAPU, they teamed up with this company, Nectar, to look into how effective these Nectar AI course assistants actually are. And what makes this study so cool is that LAPU is kind of unique, they're
Yeah.
completely online, no set class times, which is perfect because a lot of their students are working adults.
Exactly. And for a lot of you listening out there juggling jobs, families, maybe trying to squeeze in a workout, having an extra something to help you ace those courses probably sounds pretty good, right?
I think so.
So let's dive in. What exactly are these Nectar AI course assistants? How do they even work?
Okay, imagine this. You're working through your online course and you get totally stuck. Instead of getting lost in forums or waiting for office hours, you've got this AI tutor right there in your learning system, available 24/7.
Oh, no, that's handy.
Right. And that's essentially what a Nectar AI course assistant is. They live inside the course, and they're designed to have this back and forth dialogue with you, guiding you towards the answer, just like a real tutor would.
So it's not about just getting the answers. It's about actually learning how to figure things out yourself. That's really neat. That Socratic method thing. Gotta love that.
Yeah.
But did the study actually show that these Nectar AI course assistants actually made a difference in how students performed? Like, did they get better grades?
This is where it gets really interesting. LAPU and Nectar, they didn't mess around with a small study. We're talking about analyzing data from over 2,000 student course combinations,
Yep.
undergraduate, graduate level courses covering a wide range of subjects.
Wow, they weren't kidding around.
Yeah.
They really wanted to understand the ins and outs of how these AI assistants were working for different subjects, different levels of study. That's impressive.
Yeah, for sure. And they didn't just stop at overall GPAs either. They wanted to make absolutely sure that the results were specifically because of those Nectar AI course assistants. So they used this statistical technique called propensity score matching, or PSM.
Okay, gotta be honest, PSM sounds a little intimidating. Can you break that down for us?
Absolutely. Imagine two groups of students, those using the Nectar AI course assistant and those who aren't. PSM basically makes sure those groups are as similar as possible when it comes to other things that could affect their GPAs, like age, gender, ethnicity, that kind of thing.
Ah, okay. So it's like evening out the playing field. You're comparing apples to apples and zeroing in on what the AI assistant is doing. Makes sense. Did this super rigorous approach find anything?
Oh yeah, they found some pretty cool stuff. The study, it actually showed that students who used those Nectar AI course assistants, they had way better GPAs than those who didn't.
So even taking into account all those other things, age, gender, ethnicity, using those AI assistants was still connected to students doing better academically. That's a pretty big deal, right?
It is. And think about what this could mean for you guys listening. Imagine feeling more sure of yourself in your classes, picking up on those tricky concepts faster, and yeah, ultimately getting those grades you want. And all that with the help of your own AI tutor whenever you need it.
Man, I wish I had something like that back in my school days. Seriously, game changer,
Yeah,
especially if you
right.
don't have a ton of time or resources for like traditional tutoring or study groups.
Totally. And while this study was really focused on how Nectar AI course assistants impacted GPA, it also brings up some interesting questions about, the whole future of AI and education.
Right, this feels way bigger than just one study.
It is.
Where do we even go from here? Like, what could this mean for how we learn down the road?
It's exciting to think about. Imagine every student having this kind of personalized support, right? AI could create a learning path just for you, based on your needs and how you learn best. It could even give teachers real-time feedback on how students are doing so they can change things up if they need to.
Whoa, so it's like having a superpowered teaching assistant working with educators to create a way better, more engaging learning experience. But even with all this AI talk, we can't forget about the human side of things, right?
Oh, for sure. AI is super powerful, but it's not going to replace actually interacting with people and getting guidance from teachers. The best learning environments will always be the ones that find that sweet spot, the right balance between cool tech and good teaching methods, where AI is like, the sidekick, not the superhero.
I'm with you on that. We still need those amazing teachers who are passionate about their subjects and dedicated to their students. They inspire us, motivate us, and provide that human connection that's crucial for learning. We're not talking about replacing teachers here. It's all about giving them the tools and resources to help their students thrive in this crazy fast-paced world.
Exactly. And as AI becomes more common in education, We need to really think about the ethical side of things, like data privacy and making sure all students have equal access, no matter their background or financial situation. It's so important. We don't want a system where only certain students get the benefits of these advancements, right? It's about making things fair, leveling the playing field, and making sure everyone has the chance to succeed. It really does feel like we're on the edge of a whole new world in education, you know?
Yeah, it's huge, but it's not like it's going to happen overnight, right? We've got stuff to figure out, questions to answer, and we got to be ready to adapt as technology keeps changing.
Totally. So as we wrap up this deep dive AI course assistants, how they could totally change the game for education, what are your final thoughts?
This study from LAPU and Nectar, it's like a sneak peek into the future of learning. More personalized, more engaging, more effective. It's promising, but it's also a wake-up call for anyone involved in education. We've got to work together, teachers, policymakers, the tech people, to make sure all these advancements actually help all students, not just a select few. Powerful stuff. And that's what it's all about, right? It's not just about getting good grades. It's about helping students be their best selves, making education accessible, fair, and, actually meaningful for everyone.
Couldn't have said it better myself. The future of learning is here, and it's full of potential.
It really is. And on that note, we'll leave you with this. Think about your own learning journey. How could AI change things up for you in the years to come?